What's going on, everybody? I'm Josh.
And I'm Jared.
And we're Wolf's Hollow Survival. And today's Tuesday. Tech Tip Tuesday. So stay tuned for this week's Tech Tip.
Okay, are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
We're good. This is Jared if he forgot his name.
You can't laugh like that when I'm doing this. It gets me every time. Every time, it will not fail. And I'm screwed because the screen just went to... Hello everybody, I'm Jared. And this tech tip is going to be about concealment, and concealed carry, equipment, and just don'ts. The first thing I want to hit on is dressing. So if I'm in Walmart and I reach up on the top shelf to grab a box of something, this is definitely the wrong t-shirt because it's just bloused over. You can see my belt, you can see the bottom of my holster. So that's wrong. So you always want to dress accordingly, and if it's the middle of summer, you probably shouldn't be in a sweatshirt. If it's, well, we are in Michigan, but if it's 70 degrees, don't put a sweatshirt on. So the first thing I'm going to do is tuck this shirt in. So if I ever have to pull this gun, it's not going to rip my back skin off. And I'm going to put this shirt on because it's not tight. It's loose, it'll allow concealment, and it's not going to print. So we'll put that on. The second thing I want to hint on is a holster. This is an Alien Gear holster. It's Kydex and leather, and it's got a metal band in it. It's got metal clips. It's well put together, and they're fairly cheap. It's gone. I mean, I promise you. Unless you're looking for it, that's the only way you're going to see it. The belt also came from Alien Gear. This is a gun belt. It has a metal band through it. If I were to put the holster on my belt and go like this with this belt, it would bend right over and the gun would flip down. When I put this belt up and I test that out, it stays straight, and that's what you want. That's how you're supposed to test your gun belt and your gun and your holster. You absolutely have to have the right belt. You absolutely have to have the right holster. Not knocking Uncle Mike's holsters. I have one, had one, still have it. Sometimes I use it. The main thing I want to point out is the clips on them. Normally they're plastic. If somebody were to try and take your gun, they're going to bust that clip right off. So have something that's sturdy, that's well made. It doesn't have to be Alien Gear, that's just the brand I picked out. So equipment and dressing is crucial. This is good. I mean, you can't see if I were to lift up. Can't see it, nothing. So there's that. Printing. So printing would be that stuff, and that's what I was trying to point out. You can see all of that if I pull it tight. I see a lot of people, it's okay to adjust, don't get me wrong, but don't do it. If I'm in Walmart, same situation, I reach up, oh, I want that box right there. I can feel that my shirt is somewhat on the handle, and that's also with equipment and dressing. I'm a small guy, I should have a small frame gun. I love Rugers. This is a P95, and right now you can kind of see where my holster is. To somebody that's not paying attention to that stuff, like when I walk into Walmart, I look for that stuff, just something I do. Do not adjust when you're in the middle of an aisle. If you absolutely have to adjust, go to the bathroom, go in a stall, fix that, carry on with your day. Do not do that, because once you start doing this stuff, people are going to know something's weird. Nobody goes around Walmart like this and adjusts their stuff. It's perfectly acceptable to go in the bathroom, go in the stall, just give it a quick once over, make sure you're good, move on with your day. Urges. I did this all the time. Do not, I know you want to make sure, okay, the gun's there. Urges to touch it, make sure it's okay, make sure it's in the holster, make sure you're okay. Do not do that, just fight the urge. It's not going anywhere, it's on your person, it'll be okay, I promise. Before we even get into this in the middle or wrap it up, confidence. If you are not comfortable carrying a gun on you, do not carry. If you are not comfortable with, I'm not going to say 100% because nobody's ever 100% ready to take a life. But you got to think, it's you, it's your family, it's your kids. And I'll be darned if anybody's going to take that away from me. I'm a confident concealed carryman, carryee. The next thing I want to touch on is training. Absolutely train as much as possible. The class is awesome. After that, you go and get your license. The class isn't the only thing you should do. You should train constantly. Go to the range. Don't, like I said, I have an Uncle Mike's. I don't wear that anymore. I wear this to the range. And that's because I'm not going to wear an Uncle Mike's when I'm carrying. I'm going to wear this. You need to train with this holster. You need to train with the gun you're carrying. If you carry multiple guns, take them all. Your ammo, okay. I haven't seen, because a lot of people know what they're doing and have researched and have done what they need to do, but for you guys, you have to absolutely test your ammo. If you're going to carry a certain defense ammo, you absolutely want to test it. Full metal jackets, that's what most people target practice with. You're not going to carry that stuff. You want to test your defense ammo for sure. You don't want to skimp on your defense ammo. You want to make sure it's a good ammo. You want to make sure it's going to go off. When I leave the house, the few things I make sure I have: car keys, wallet, gun. Always. If you have the license, you absolutely always want to carry it when you can. At work, if you don't have the fancy employee manual anymore, go to your boss, go to your supervisor, just ask them, hey, I've got this. Can I conceal carry here? Can I not? What's the deal? Can I keep it in my car? What's the deal? I did that from the get-go before I had the license, before I took my class. There's countless and countless and countless stories online of people that are carrying, that have had to use it, that weren't going to carry that day, just carry it all the time. I can't stress that enough. You got the license. If you're confident and you train, you'll be fine, I promise. And the one time you don't have that gun and something happens, you never know what could happen. So just always carry. If you are going to carry, if you are going to unfortunately use your weapon someday, it could happen, it could not, be a member of the NRA or look up USCCA. It's pretty much like a concealed carry insurance. So if you have to absolutely use your gun on somebody and you shoot to kill, because they will tell you that in class, the only story that should be a story is your story. They will 100% back you up, either organization. I think it's like $30 a month at a minimum, but I mean, that's less jail time for you, that's no expenses. I know the USCCA will cover your lawyer, all court expenses, everything. They have all bases covered, and that's what you want. even if it's a home defense situation, you still have to have a lawyer. You still are going to get your gun confiscated. You still are going to go to jail. You will go to jail, without a doubt. That will happen. Do not talk to the police. The only thing you should say to them is that you want your lawyer. Different weapons to carry. Like I said, I'm a really small guy. This is a P95, empty mag, empty chamber. This is a P95 Ruger. It's, I think they were last made in 2013, and this is the last one I found. I love Ruger. I'm a Ruger fan. This is a subcompact, so it's almost a full frame. It's a big gun for a little guy. It's a chambered 9mm, but it's still, I mean, that's a lot to conceal. I love Ruger. I'll never stray away from Ruger. Some things to think about. One of the things that I noticed on this gun is how wide it is. So that might be something you want to consider. I got a Smith & Wesson SD40 here. And this thing, I tell you what, this is unloaded too. I can't believe for a subcompact how thin this thing is. It's double stack. I mean, that thing's gone. You can't see it at all. It's tight against my body. It's an awesome gun. It's a good shooting gun. For being a subcompact, it doesn't have any kick. I mean, they're awesome. I also have a Ruger LC9S. This little bugger, I tell you what, it's striker fire, it's single stack. I mean, there's things on this gun I wouldn't suggest to a beginner, but once you've done your training and you need to train with your weapons, I train with both because why not? I mean, I could carry this, I could carry that, right? So the one thing I want to touch on is how absolutely small this thing is. If I put this anywhere on my persons, it's gone. It's too big, or it's too small for the holster, but just for sake of doing this. I mean, I could do jumping jacks and you probably wouldn't see this thing ever. It's gone. You can, I would be comfortable even hip carrying this. I would be comfortable carrying it in the front, appendix carry. It's super small, so one of the things that I'm keen on is keeping my weapon inside the holster when I'm sitting, driving, standing, whatever. If I sit down with this, it's not going to dig into my groin like it does with this one. I will not drive appendix carrying this at all, ever. But this is just an all-around awesome little striker-fired gun. This one's chambered 9. I got this for Target, and this is what I'll have in it when I conceal. So it's got a little pinky grip, and it's just a nice little gun. If you want to carry subcompact, I'd go with an SD. I'd go with the Ruger SR, 6 Sauer. They make good guns. Make sure you do your research on a gun. Don't go out and buy a gun and then take the class. Don't think that you have to buy a gun to take the class, because I know a lot of people make that mistake. Well, I have to have a pistol if I'm going to conceal carry, and that's not the case. You need to do research, and then you need to go out and buy the gun of your choice. Training. I'll hit training one more time. I can't stress that enough, because I recently just bought this, and I tell you what, I am a father, so with having my child, I strayed away from shooting, and I haven't done it a whole lot, and I'm kind of ashamed because I'm a gun nut, but absolutely train. I mean, they'll teach you, well, you know, you won't, and this is what I mean by training. They don't teach you certain stuff in your class. The class I took was an awesome class. I took away a boatload of information, but one of the things they didn't touch on is the holster, how you should pull your gun, anything like that. So I'm ambidextrous, but I shoot right-handed with my conceal everything. Right hand dominant, we'll say, with the gun. I'm left-handed, but I'm right-hand dominant with the gun. So this is my garment hand. So if I'm ever in a situation, I'm going to go like this. Keep your hands somewhere, don't be shifting around, don't be touching for stuff, don't be doing fumbling around. Just keep your hands steady. Sir, back away. You need to back up, sir. Please step away from me. Garment sweep, pull that gun, bring it in. That's one thing I practice at home when everybody's asleep all the time. It's training. Pull that, push it out. Reholster it. Make sure your finger's off that trigger. Pull it, push it out. Make sure your finger's off that trigger. Cover it back up. Redo your garment sweep. I just messed it up. See? Train. Constantly. So, and that'll help with confidence. It really will too. Because the better you get at this, the more confident you're going to be. Always make sure that you have some sort of backup plan. Be a member of the NRA. USCCA, I believe, is through the NRA too. They coincide. And I'm telling you right now, I've heard horror stories about people going to court and going to prison over not having a story straight, talking to the cops, not having a lawyer, all kinds of different stuff. So that's another thing to stress, is absolutely make sure somebody's got your back. For $30 a month, are you going to miss that? No. Especially if you need them. And they have, the USCCA have a bunch of videos on Facebook, on YouTube, of different people's stories, carrying stories, having to use their weapon. So just make sure that you have a backup plan. So in the heat of battle, they're going to tell you, one of the things they told us in class is you have to be fearing for your life. You absolutely have to be fearing for your life. The gap that you have between your assailant, the threat, is going to be inside anywhere from, I would say, 15 feet and lower. So the furthest, and statistically they'll tell you the furthest they'll be away is pretty much from me to the end of this table. So you have to be fearing for your life, and if you're going to pull that gun, the backup plan, they'll tell you that, like I said, look it up on YouTube. It's USCCA, or type in concealed carry insurance. That's what I did. Just look it up and watch some videos and get information. I think that's about it. I think that's about all I had to touch on. Definitely take your class. Go talk to the instructor a few times. Hey, I got some questions. Shoot some questions at him. You can shoot some questions at us. I took my concealed carry. I got my license. You can ask me questions. Josh, he knows a lot about this stuff. I constantly come over and I'm talking facts with him about this stuff. Different stuff that I think he should do, different stuff that, just what he's comfortable with, what he would carry. This Smith & Wesson's actually his. That's why I know so much about this gun. This is an awesome gun, and I tell you what, I'd probably carry one. But, so just, you know where to get a hold of us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. So any questions there, let us know. I took my class through Northern Guns and Ammo. Bill Schruner, he's an awesome guy. As far as carrying away information, I knew quite a lot of stuff before the class, but I literally took home a book for concealed carry. So just something to think about. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching this video. And you are with Wolf's Hollow Survival. See you later, guys.
These are some good looking guns, and that was some pretty awesome information. Thank you for telling us about the do's and don'ts. That was seriously really good information. I know most people know it. Some people are like, you don't really know what to do. If you don't know what to do, contact us. We'll
help you figure it out.
And if we can't figure it out,
we know people that will.
yes. We will get you the information to those who do.
If I didn't touch on anything that you're curious about, or you were like, wow, idiot, what about this? Let me know, because I'm sure that there's key points I missed. We're trying to keep these a slim video, so, there could have been something I missed. So, just let us know.
Yeah.
Feedback, we need feedback, so... Give us the feedback! No,
give us the feedback. Like we said, contact us on Facebook, contact us on Instagram, contact us, comment on YouTube. We're seeing some likes and subscribes and stuff. We don't yet have very many comments on there. I am dancing because I'm excited for all of the attention that we're getting. It's pretty cool. It's fun. I like it. I like doing videos with this guy. I like doing that. So close. So close.
I got a grip like an eagle. Good luck with
that. Not a pterodactyl. An eagle. It was, it's a freedom. It's a freedom pterodactyl.
Yeah.
It was an eagle. It's freaking big. Anyways, so thanks for tuning in this week for this week's Tech Tip Tuesday. I'm Josh.
And I'm Jared.
And this is Wolf's Hollow Survival. And as always, remember, adventure is yours. That was quick draw. Quick draw.
Oh, I thought we were doing the point.
Oh, okay.
We're doing cool things?
Yeah.
Alright.
Quick draw.
Punch you down.
And cut you like a fish.
If you'd like to fax me, press the star key.
I'm Tyrone. Smash! I want to do it so bad, but it's my house.
And your stuff.
Great.
All of a sudden you see off the camera.
Next time you do it, I'm going to smack it out of your head.
No, you won't.
Why not? Oh, because my
you won't.
welder's down there. Got a barrage of awesome stuff.
Don't.
It's the... Smash. It's like that.
It came out my nose. And my face is gonna be wet. The shirt.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
The laughter coming from shooting these videos is phenomenal. Oh.